Good morning, everybody. Welcome back in. I am Donnie B from Learn Pro Recording. Now, that would be learnprorecording.com, LPR group, whatever you want to call it. It's okay. We're still here. You can find us at learnprorecording.com on the internet. Also, the studio where I work and where we record this podcast is ES Audio Recording Studios. You can find them at esaudio.com. Check out the studio, man. It's awesome. If you guys are ever in LA and want to stop in and say hello, please do. Man, we're here for you. Love to hang out with you and talk to you and see what's going on with you. So welcome back. As you can probably tell, this is the Learn Pro Recording podcast for the week of August 15th, 2021. And we're going to try to do this every week. This is awesome. We're having a good time. It's a lot of fun. We're here to help and to guide and to grow and to help you guys become the freelance audio engineers that I know you could become and do this for a living, man. This is awesome. Quit your day job. Go on. Get out there. Quit that job. No, don't do that just yet. If you're comfortable, yeah, definitely build this up first and then take the plunge. We're going to talk a little bit about that today. We got some cool stuff coming up, man. We made some changes this week. We actually rethought the whole process. You know what I did, man? I went to YouTube. All right, I'm looking at over here. There's a computer over here. I went to YouTube, man, and did a search for just how to use an equalizer in Pro Tools. Let's do that. Let's just look for how many videos there are on how to use a Pro Tool, how to use an equalizer in Pro Tools. Oh my goodness. Dude, everybody's got an opinion. Everybody's got their way that they like to do it. I got my way I like to do it, and I don't mind sharing with you guys, but I don't want to focus on that. I don't want to focus on that because it's already like super inundated with people that are showing you how to use an equalizer. There's already just tons of people showing you how to use a compressor. I mean, yeah, it's important. Yes, you should know how to do that, but it's already out there. It's there. That's not really what I want to focus on. What I want to focus on is you doing business, you getting business, getting clients, keeping clients. How do you get a client to come over and give you money? I mean, as a freelance audio engineer, you're just working on a laptop. How do you get somebody to come over and, it's not like a big giant fancy studio with all the lights and the consoles and, and the recording rooms and everything. Yeah, I mean, somebody there can justify spending the $100 an hour for that room because that room costs $100 an hour and it looks like it costs $100 an hour. But what about you? You want to do remote mixes. You want to be able to mix for somebody. They send you their files on the internet. You mix it because you're a great mix person. You really are good at mixing, let's say, hip hop. You're really good at mixing hip hop vocals. So somebody reaches out to you and you mix their thing and then they go, oh my goodness, this guy's amazing. This person is amazing. This person just mixed it's the perfect mix. I got everything absolutely that I wanted on the first time. So that person's going to go tell somebody else, hey, you need your vocals mixed. You need to call this guy. You need to call this person. You need to call this girl, whatever. And that's what I want to talk about. That's what I want to show you. That's what I want to grow with you with doing business as a freelance engineer, a freelance producer, a freelance audio engineer, a freelance recording engineer. How do you go get the gigs? How do you get the gigs as a freelance front of house mix guy on tour with a band? How do you get the gig? I know everybody wants to do that. That's a goal. Everyone wants that, but how do you get it? That's what we're here to help you with. That's what we're here to show you. Not only that, but there's not only the getting the gig, but what about keeping track of your clients, keeping track of your money, keeping track of who pays you what and when, and how do you know how to write an invoice? Do you realize how many people don't know or have never written an invoice? They don't teach this stuff in school anymore. If you graduated from high school after 1984, that you don't know anything. No offense, I'm not saying you don't know anything. I'm just saying they don't teach you these life skills about how to balance your checkbook, how to reconcile your checking account, how to write an invoice, how to get paid, how to collect money. What if somebody refuses to pay you your money? How do you handle that? There's just tons and tons of stuff that we're going to go through and we're going to help you with. Look, I've done it. I have learned on my own. I've had to learn business I didn't go to business school. I didn't go to marketing. I don't know anything about marketing. I don't know anything about business. Just a country boy that figured it out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not super wealthy. And I'm not trying to say I'm super wealthy. I'm not trying to be super wealthy. I don't want that. I just want to not have to get a real job. I just want to do this because I love this stuff, man. This stuff is awesome. I love being here. I love making music. I love making music sound awesome. And also a little tip. I'm not a musician. I don't play. I'm a I mix. I record and I mix. I know how to use my microphones and I know how to use my ears to make stuff sound good. I saw somebody the other day, man, they posted a thing on, they posted a question on, I think it was on Reddit or something. I was looking at, I'm on a Pro Tools group on Reddit, and somebody posted a thing. No offense if you're out there listening and you hear this, but somebody said, hey, is there an app that can help me learn how to use an EQ? No, there isn't. Use your damn ears, Bubba. What's wrong with you? There's no app that's going to show you how to fix an EQ. How do you do that? I mean, how do you even think about doing that? You know, that's like the same guy that says, okay, welcome back, everybody. So today we're going to start our mix. So the first thing we're going to do in our mix is we're going to solo the kick drum. What? Solo the kick drum in a mix? So these are just, there's a ton of, look, and I'm not saying these people are bad. I'm not saying what they're doing is wrong. I'm just saying that what they're doing is wrong. It's not my way. So it's not, I don't think it's the way it should be done. I mean, I think you should listen to your heart, listen to your music. Your music's going to tell you what it wants. Your music's going to tell you where it wants to go, you know? So there's just tons of, if you go do a search, man, look how many people are trying to teach you how to use Pro Tools. Look how many people are trying to show you how to use a compressor properly I mean, everybody. And there are tons of schools. And this is kind of what I'm segueing into is the school thing. Do you need to go to audio school to learn how to be an audio engineer or a producer? The short answer is no. No, you don't. You don't have to. If you're the guy that loves going to school, if you're the guy that loves having student debt, please do. By all means, if that's your calling, if that's your passion, that's your jam, go. Get that bachelor's degree in recording arts. Sure. Is it going to help you when you come here to my studio and you try to figure out how to use my analog console? I don't know. If you can, you can. That's the thing. You know, if you can do it, you can do it. If you can't do it, you can't do it. So there's that. So going to audio school, I don't know, man, there's pros and cons. You know, some people require the structure of a school. Some people require the structure of, okay, at 9 o'clock, you got to be at the class and there's going to be 20 other people in the class with you. And we're all going to talk about how to do this one particular thing. I mean, look, if you're going out there to be a doctor or a lawyer, please go to school. You should learn how to do that stuff specifically. Okay. But audio engineering and audio mixing it's a little bit different. It's a little bit, it's more creative. It's more you being you. And this is the thing too. If a client sends me a mix and he also sends the mix to someone else, they're going to be two different songs. Because I've got my way of doing things and that other person's got their way of doing things. So it's going to be different. And then the client can decide which one he likes better, which is fine. And that happens quite often. I'm doing a mix right now for a guy who's also got someone else doing the mix, which is fine. So it feels like a little competition, but it's not really. It's not really a competition at all. I like my mixes. I think my mixes sound amazing. I'm really good with vocals. I like to have vocals like, you know, out front and sounding great. Somebody else might like kick drums. Who knows? They want their kick drum just out there, just killing it. You know what I mean? So, there's a lot to it. There's just tons. So like, my point is, man, if you go on YouTube and you search and you look for, how to use a compressor, you're going to find thousands and thousands and thousands of videos out there that people have put out there. Some are good. Some are not good. You just got to filter through and find the right way. So, we're here to help you with that. We're here to help you with not only learning how to do your craft, how to take care of mixes and recordings and which microphone to use for vocals, which microphone to use for an acoustic guitar, that kind of stuff. We're gonna help you with that as well. But then too, I thought it might be really cool to help people learn how to do their business, because this is the tough part, man. If you're gonna be out here and be a freelancer, how do you take care of your clients? First of all, how do you get clients? How do you keep clients? How do you make sure your clients are happy? How do you get your clients to go out there and tell other people that you are the man? You're the person that needs to do this. You're the man. You're the lady. Whatever. You're the person that needs to do this stuff. So that's all part of it. You know what I'm saying? You yourself can go put things on YouTube, and that's going to generate traffic coming to you to look at you and say, "Oh, this guy, he knows what's up. This girl knows what's going on." So there's just tons of stuff that you can do, and we're here to help you with that. We're here to help you with basically my goal for you is that you quit your day job and you come over here and you do the stuff you love to do. You know, come to the dark side, man. You don't need the structure. I think if in my particular case, somebody told me that I could only make this much money, I was only worth this amount at a job, that I was not going to be able to make any more money. And that kind of made me think that I was in the wrong job, because I don't like people telling me that I can't do something. Dude, the redneck comes out and I just got to go do it. You know, if you tell me I can't jump my car over 14 buses, I'm going to figure out how to jump my car over 14 buses. I may not succeed the first time and I might hurt myself, but I'm going to try. And that's the thing. That's the thing. And that's the entrepreneurial spirit. That's the freelance spirit of you being you and you getting your job done. Now, there's some people that I know that only work 4 days a week. They take the other days off. They go do whatever they want to do, because in those 4 days that they're working, they actually make enough to cover. And they're not greedy. I mean, they're trying to spend more time, more quality time with life. I mean, think about it, man. If you go to the grind every day and you're having to go to the 9 to 5 and it takes you 2 hours to get to the 9 and then 2 hours to get back from the 5, dude, that's your life. You know, okay, all right, cool. You get Saturdays and Sundays off, but then if you're like me, you get a honey-do list. You got to do stuff around the house. You got to take care of business around the house. I mean, there's just no time. There's not enough time in the day. What do you get, a 2-week vacation every summer? Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? Are you going to go out there? Are you going to think about work? No, you don't want to do that, man. You know, so there's just so many benefits and so many pros and cons to not working a regular job, unless that's, look, there's people that require that. There's people that love that. There's people that need that. There's people that need the structure. There's people that need they have to have the structure of being told what time to go, what time to stop, what time to eat, what color clothes to wear, you know, and it's all good, man. You got to do whatever you got to do to get by. I understand that. I get it. Trust me, I get it. We've all had to do it. We've all had to do crappy jobs that we didn't like to do just so we could eat. You know, I get it. But so this is what LPR is going to be all about. We want to help. We want to guide. We want to coach. There's a new coaching thing that's coming up in the platform that we use. We actually are on Kajabi. I don't know if you guys are into that. You can check into that. It's an all-in-one platform that handles everything that we do. We used to have to go. So we hosted our website on WordPress at just some random, like GoDaddy or whatever. And then we had to hold our email list at MailChimp and Constant Contact. We had to have Square to capture credit card so people could pay us with their credit cards. We had to have Square and PayPal for that, or Stripe and PayPal, whatever. Then you had to keep track of who was doing what and when. You had to keep track of what client had you talked to last week, what client is booking in for next week. If you're running a special, how do you get that special out to all your clients all at the same time? You got to have you got to have an email list. It's just ridiculous. You're trying to duct tape all these different things together, where this Kajabi's got everything just all included. Everything's all in one, including this podcast. We host this podcast on Kajabi. Once I get done with this, all I got to do is click and it's up on my site. It's up on all the sites that you find podcast on. Also, we're going to be putting this on YouTube now, hence the camera. Hi, camera. We're going to be putting this on YouTube now. So you guys that are watching this on YouTube, go down below, click the subscribe button, click the notification so you get notified, click the little bell so you get notified of when new things come up. It's going to be more than just podcasts. There's going to be some other video content, which we're going to show you how to use a compressor. Yeah, we're going to show you how to use an EQ, but that's just going to be extra stuff. And again, that's my opinion on how to use an EQ, and it's my opinion on how I use a compressor and when I use a compressor and what compressor I use for what source. If it's kick drum, I ain't gonna use the same one I'm gonna use for a vocal, and vice versa. So there's many differences, but that's all technical stuff. And like I said before, there's just tons of that out there on YouTube that you can find. And if you're into that, you can go do that. Go find that. It's not a problem. What we're gonna do too, if you guys go right now to wait till after the podcast because I'm talking here. I'm just kidding. No, when you get a minute, go to learnprorecording.com. Okay. We're actually today there's a new basically a new landing page for the main page for the website, which is going to go up today. If it's not up yet, you guys will see it in a few minutes. By the end of the day today, which is Sunday the 15th. I hate dating. Podcast, because then that I did it on this day, and what if you're doing a podcast on Tuesday and yet you don't put it up until Sunday? And if you talk about it being Tuesday, the Sunday people are like, whoa, today's Sunday, bro. What's wrong with you? Don't do that. So anyway, I kind of hate dating podcasts, but here we go. We tried to do last week. All right. Here's another reason that I wanted to try this consulting kind of, being here to answer your questions about business and stuff. We tried to do a webinar. I don't know, maybe it was more of a workshop. Who knows? I'm not really sure of the definition between webinar and workshop, whatever. We were going to try to do a live thing where we were going to mic up the drums. I think I talked about this on last week's podcast. We were going to mic up the drums only using 8 cheap microphones like SM57s or something, and see what kind of tones we could get out of the drums of course, we're in a studio. Yeah, it's a little bit different than you being in your bedroom or in your living room, of course, because our rooms are treated and they're made for that. But we were going to try to see what kind of tones we could get from just using 8 simple microphones. Man, I had more than 300 people go to the site, click on the page, look at it, and go, nah, it's okay. I don't need to do that. Are you kidding? I thought that was the coolest thing ever. I thought that would be for me, that would be one of the coolest things ever to go, oh, dude, I got to see what this guy does with these microphones, because I got an SM57. I want to see how it sounds on a kick drum. But, dude, more than 300 people looked at it. Not one person signed up. So, needless to say, I canceled the webinar. We did not do it. So, we're gonna focus on another webinar later. Tell you what, while you're thinking about it, and if you're on YouTube watching right now, go down below in the comments. Tell me if there's something you want to see. Tell me if there's some kind of workshop you want us to do, whatever. And we got a full-blown studio here, which, I'm gonna have to do a studio tour video so you guys can kind of see the studio. Maybe next week for the podcast, we'll take the camera off and we'll just walk around with it and show you some cool stuff. But for right now, man, go down in the comments. Let me know if there's a workshop or a webinar that you want to know about studio stuff. You want me to record a guitar? You want to record some vocals? You want to record some drums? You just let me know what it is y'all want. Tell me what you want. We're going to deliver. That's how this is going to work, okay? So, if you go down right now to Learn Pro Recording, I'll put a link in the description, okay? Sign up. It's free. All you're giving me, so you're giving me your email address. What I'm going to do with your email address is I'm going to send you emails every once in a while with some cool stuff. If you don't want the emails with the cool stuff, unsubscribe. Tell me you don't want the emails with the cool stuff. Not a problem. It's not going to hurt my feelings, okay? I know everybody gets a ton of emails in their inbox every day. I get it. I don't want extra emails in my inbox. But if it's something that I'm really interested in, yeah, of course I'm going to sign up and I'm going to go get some of that. So, but what I'm going to give you a publication for free. The second you sign up, you're going to get a free download. It's a couple of pages of PDF that you can read through and look at. And it's all about, do you need to go to audio school to learn how to be an audio engineer or a producer or a mix engineer or a mastering engineer? Do you need to go to school for that? Some people feel like they need to go to a traditional college, which is fine. I mean, look, I'm not bashing college. I'm not bashing college at all. But do you need it? Or is it required? And is it going to help you in your career? I mean, that's a big thing too. Yeah, I went to college. Cool. But I came out and I didn't follow that career path. I went a different direction after learning that my college thing was one thing, and then the other thing is where I was really interested, so I went to the other thing. So I didn't really follow my college career into my adult career. Let's call it that, an adult career. Yeah, we're adults. Yeah, just don't. No, that's a different conversation. We'll talk about that later. So no, look, I'm gonna give you free, straight up, a publication about should you go to audio school? Do you need to go? And I'm gonna give you some alternatives to go into audio school that are, it's still school technically, but it's learning in a working environment as a mentor-mentee situation, which is, I think, the way that this business should be learned. If you really want to learn how to record and how to mix and how to deal with clients and how to run a studio, I mean, there's so much more to running a studio, dude. If you guys want to own and run a commercial studio, I mean, I'm living proof that anybody can do it. Okay, so we've been in this studio, we've been in this building for 16 years. And we have succeeded. We've done well. I mean, okay, look, we're not super wealthy, but I'm comfortable. I eat food. I live in a house. I drive a car. I actually have a bicycle. So there's a lot that can be said for somebody that's not born into this stuff can come in and learn it and grow it and maintain it and make your living. And that's the thing. All right, we want you to making music your living. Yeah, you might work at the bank, you might work at the car wash, you might work at the auto, you might work at Best Buy, whatever. If you are passionate about making music and creating and making things sound awesome and working with other clients and being an artist yourself, whatever, it's all freelance work. It's all, you have to do it on your own. Yes, you can get a job at Warner Brothers. Yes, you can get a job at Fox TV. Yes, you can get a job at ABC record label, whatever. But it's still just a job. You're not freelance anything. You're working for someone else. Keep this in mind, man. When you're working for somebody else, pretty much, unless it's family, that kind of thing, the only reason you're working there is because you're making these people money. Trust me when I say this, the only reason that you work at your job is because you are good at what you do and you make these people money. Okay? If you were to stop working for them and do this on your own and make your own money, you would be making more money. And that's the deal with freelance. Freelance, you can not only make as much money or as little money as you want to, but you can also say when and where and how much you work when you do work. Okay, and that's the beauty of being a freelance anything. If you're an Uber driver, if you deliver food, if you do anything as a freelance person, this gives you the freedom to be you and to do it as you want to do it. So that's another big part of being a freelance person. And that's more of what we're going to do. Okay, that's more of what we're going to talk about. So we've developed this thing. It's the LPR. We're going to call it like the LPR group or the Learn Pro Recording group because we're going to try to rebrand a little bit of Learn Pro Recording into this consulting, helping kind of thing. There is a membership. You guys can sign up to the membership. The membership is $7 a month. It's really, really cheap for what you're going to get. What you get for your $7 is you get access. And that's worth more than pretty much anything, I think. Access to me, access to my business model, access to my thoughts and my opinions on how you should run your business and how you should set up your business and how you should keep track of your business. Look, I am not a business person. I'm certainly not an accountant. I suck at the money part of life. I'm really fortunate I have a partner, my wife, that is the money person, and she's all about the money and the social media and all the things that I suck at, she's really good at, which makes us a good little team, you know what I'm saying? So works out for me. But we're going to help you guys grow. We're going to help you navigate the muddy waters, which are freelance growing. Basically stuff like how do you handle your money? How do you handle taxes? Do you need to be an LLC? Do you need to be a DBA? Do you need to be a sole proprietor? Do you need to be a partner? There's just so many questions and so many different ways that you can go that a lot of it is tough to figure out. And a lot of people get discouraged and they go back to their regular job and they live the rest of their life unhappy. I mean, one day you're going to wake up, your kids are going to be graduating high school and you're going to wonder where those 15 years went. And because, you've been unhappy and you've just been working at this job the whole time and okay, yeah, you've been feeding the kids, you've been paying the mortgage, you've been paying for the cars. It's cool, but you're unhappy. So let's get you happy. All right, everybody, this is what we're here for. This is why we're here. So I'm going to tease the, all right, so I've already talked to you about the membership. What comes with the membership, probably more important than the membership itself, is that we're going to give you access to the community, which is all of us together are in this one. It's kind of like, I don't know if you guys have ever been on a Facebook group, like a private Facebook group, but our community is kind of like a private Facebook group, which is only us. But ours is not Facebook. It's we don't have to deal with the Facebook regulations and you don't get the ads on the side and none of that stuff. It's just us talking about stuff that we want to talk about. All of us. There's different topics. There's general topics. Talk about anything, whatever you want. Talking about how to maintain your contact list. And it's just, you can come in, you can ask me questions, you can ask us questions. There's more than just me here. There are other people here. I'm not a solo guy. There are other people that work here that do things. So there's that. So the community is probably a bigger aspect of the membership than the membership stuff itself. Of course, with the membership, you're going to get free publications as they come out. You're going to get exclusive first run access to all of the free stuff that we throw out there. We're going to give it to you guys first, the members, and then we're going to give it to the general public. So things like this publication about should you go to audio school or not, that's one of those free things. We got a couple of other the free things coming up. Let me see if I can find out what they are on my computer here. Let's see if I got my laptop sitting here. So I got one coming up. How to record a podcast. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Not necessarily. Again, this is one of those things where I don't want to talk about a podcast, because everybody's got, how many podcasts are out there right now? I mean, Jesus, think about that. How many podcasts are there about different subjects? I mean, but what I want to talk about is what kind of equipment do we need to record a podcast? Do we need a camera? Do we need a special microphone like this one? Do we need all this stuff? What do you need? Okay, and I'm going to give you 3 different scenarios of how to record a podcast. You know what? You've got one of these. Everybody got one of these things. Why can't you just use that to record your podcast? Absolutely you can. You don't need all this fancy stuff. So there's just, look, this is another free publication that I'm working on to send out to you guys. All right, here's another one. This is called Side Hustle. That's right. If you want to call freelance audio work or freelance work at all your side hustle, dude, keep your day job. You love your day job. It's making you money. Keep it, but still do the thing you love when you're not at your day job. Okay. So there's going to be a publication all about side hustle work. We'll call it Side Hustle, but hopefully what that side hustle does is transition into a full-time freelance audio gig for you, or freelance gig for you. Let's just peg it for audio. You know, let's peg it for whatever it actually is. So there's just tons of stuff coming up. Hopefully you guys are going to join us. Hopefully you're going to sign up. At least go down right now, sign up, subscribe to the video, subscribe to our weekly podcast. You'll get this every week. So click the little bell for notifications so you get notified every time we put a new one out. Look, and I'm not monetizing any of this. I don't want to break up any of this with YouTube commercials, okay? YouTube ads. I'm not all about that. I don't really care. I'm not here to make money. I'm here to make sure that you succeed and that you're happy in your life, because it's worked for me. Dude, if it's worked for me, it can definitely work for you, okay? Everybody, jump up right now. Let's go become freelance, whatever we want to be, okay? If you're good at cutting grass, dude, go be a freelance grass cutter. You're good at washing other people's cars, go be a freelance car washer. Do whatever you want to do. You love digging ditches, go be a freelance ditch digger. Damn, no reason you can't. Everybody should get up and go do what they want to do for a living, okay? Another thing that's going to happen with the membership is that we're going to offer coaching, which is if you're running into problems with advertising, you're running into problems with keeping track of your money, whatever it is, we can come in, we'll Zoom with you one-on-one, we can help you grow, we can show you what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, and we can help you become a better whatever it is you're going to become. Okay, so there's going to be the coaching, which is coming soon. It's not there yet. It's coming soon, so get ready for that. That's going to be huge. That's going to be gigantic. We can help you with pretty much anything. If you're in the middle of the night and you're having a hard time with your Pro Tools, hit me up. I'm right here. I know stuff about Pro Tools. I can probably help you with it. So there's just tons of stuff we can do on the coaching calls. It's going to be great. Okay, there's going to be a new course coming pretty soon. There's only one course out there right now on our site. The course we have right now is Learn Basic Signal Flow. the basics of signal flow. That's exactly what it is. If you've never wondered what a patch bay is and how it works, that course will show you that. There's a new course coming soon. It's going to be the new course coming soon is going to be about 5 steps you could take right now to get started making money as a freelance engineer. That sounds like a pretty cool thing to learn about. 5 things you could do right now to go be a freelance audio engineer or a freelance producer. 5 things that you can do right this minute to go get done. Okay, so there's a lot coming up. I got to get out of here. My 30 minutes is up. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. We've had a great time. Hopefully I've gotten some points across that you guys can understand and that you're getting excited about this new LPR group and this LPR community. I really want this to be something that's for all of us. Okay, I want to learn from you. I want you to learn from me. I want you to learn from my mistakes. I want to learn from your mistakes. I want to know everything there is to know about everything there is to know. Okay, and we're just all going to help each other. Like, I suck at making sales pages and sales copy and, trying to sell. I have a really hard time at selling things. But hopefully I'm going to get better. Hopefully there's one of you guys out there can help me with that. You can come in and see what I've done. Let's get together on a Zoom call. You can see what I've done. I can see what you've done, and we can help each other. Okay, that's what the community is all about. And it's only $7 a month. Look, I'm not trying to make any money on the community. I'm not trying to make money. All I need the $7 for is to help us with the overhead of the hosting and the cost of putting everything together here. So it's not to make money. It's just to maintain, and so I'm not taking too much money out of my pocket. Okay, so if you guys want to come over and help out, come on in, join the Learn Pro Recording community, join the Learn Pro Recording membership. Go right now, check out the studio. It's esaudio.com. LearnProRecording.com is the website. You can find us on all the social media stuff. We're all over the place. So go do that. Have a great week. We're going to get out of here right now, but remind me, go down, if you're watching this on YouTube, go down into the comments. Let me know what it is you want to talk about. Let me know what it is if you want us to do a live webinar or workshop. Let me know, okay? We're here for you. Love to hang out with you. So come on in. We'll talk to you soon. Y'all have a great week. I'm out.